Hello students, in this video I'll continue chapter number 5, coal and petroleum. Already we have discussed the different types of resources and about coal. What is the story of coal, how coal appears and how coal was formed. And then we discussed the byproducts of coal, that is coke, coal tar and coal gas. Now today I'll continue with the next part of the chapter, that is petroleum. You know that petrol is used as a fuel in light automobiles such as motorcycle, scooters and cars. And for heavy vehicles like trucks and tractors, diesel is used. But both these petrol and diesel are obtained from a natural resource called petroleum. Now we have to see that from where the petroleum is formed, where it is, find it out. And here arises a very important question, that how petroleum was formed. So as we have read that coal was formed billions of the years ago, in the same way petroleum was formed from the organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies get settled at the bottom of the sea and they got covered with the layers of sand and clay. Over millions of the years ago, in the absence of air, high pressure and high temperature transformed the dead organisms into the petroleum and natural gas. So this is the process how coal was formed over millions of the years ago. So we have done that how how petroleum has been formed. Now see where the petroleum deposits can be find out. So here in this diagram we can see that petroleum, oil and gas that are above the water, that the underground water is there under the earth. So gas and oil are always found above the water. The reason we know that oil and gas are lighter than the water and do not mix with it. So children, we know that petroleum is a dark, oily liquid. It has an unpleasant odor or smell. It is a mixture of various constituents such as petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, etc. And the process of separating the various constituents of petroleum is called refining. Means when the petroleum refining is done, and that refining is done in the petroleum refinery. So we get many of the substances, many of the constituents are separated in the petroleum refinery. So very useful substances are obtained from petroleum and natural gas. These all substances are termed as petrochemicals. And after that, petrochemicals are used in the manufacturing of detergents, fibers, polythenes, and other man-made plastic. Hydrogen gas is also obtained from a natural gas, and further it is used in the production of fertilizers. And one thing very important is about petroleum. Petroleum is called black gold. Why it is called so? It's very important question. Due to its great commercial importance, petroleum is known as black gold. So this is very important question, and the constituents obtained by the petroleum refinery that we can see in this table. Here is table one is there. Here the constituents of the petroleum are there and its uses. So this table is in your book. You can go for this table in the book also. Like first, constituent of the petroleum is, that is obtained by the refinery of petroleum, by refining the petroleum, that is petroleum gas in liquid form. and that is used for home and industries. Second, we obtain petrol, and we know that petrol is used in motor fuels, aviation fuel, and solvent for dry cleaning. Third product that we get from the petroleum is kerosene. Kerosene, again, it is used as a fuel for stoves that we were using earlier, lamps, and jet aircrafts. One more product we are getting by the refining of petroleum is diesel. It is used for the heavy motor vehicles. Next is lubricating oil, and that lubricating oil is used in the lubrications. Paraffin wax is also a byproduct of petroleum. It is also obtained by refining the petroleum, which is used in ointments, candles, and vaselines. And this word we have read earlier, bitumen. It's used in paints and road surfacing. As already we have learned that bitumen is a petroleum product, and this petroleum product is nowadays is used in road surfacing instead of coal. So children, this table is very, very important. In this table, there are the constituents of the petroleum and its uses. So I end with the petroleum part. So I just want to recall that we have discussed the story of petroleum, how petroleum has formed, the refining of petroleum, and the products formed after refining the petroleum, that are the constituents of the petroleum and its uses. So till then, thank you. And in next video, I'll continue with the part natural resources, natural gas and natural resources. So thank you, children.